Are we doing this right now? Good, good. Hey, yo.
What
What's
was
going on?
that? Did your
It's my
voice
intro.
crack?
Yo.
Oh,
Yo.
okay, whatever.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're going. We're going in this. Steven, this is the intro. This is the intro
Awesome.
to our second episode of season 2.
As
That hopefully
always.
will get posted before the day before our next episode.
Yeah, of course. But as always, brought to you by Anchor. Thank you so much, Anchor. We appreciate it.
What?
Who invited this
That
guy?
wasn't in the script.
Sir,
What page of the script are we on?
we're on the start of the show. We're not on
Steven,
start.
act like you've been here before. Get yourself
Jesus.
together.
Don't be like the Cowboys. Be here. Act like you've been here before.
I was
Come
just about to say that shit. What's wrong with you?
on. Come on.
Can we start, please?
We have started.
All right, we're started. Let's continue then.
We are continuing. We're bullying you first before we end.
Okay, cool.
We gotta
Awesome,
get out
thank
of our
you.
system.
I bet
This
you
is
do.
very true, man. It's been a week.
We gotta bully you, man.
I guess.
Hey, man.
I guess so.
How's
Healthy.
Fortnite?
How's Fortnite going? Fortnite's going pretty
Fortnite?
shit. I'm
I
getting
said
fucked.
fart knife. Fart
Oh,
knife.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Fortnite.
I'm getting fucked no matter how you call it.
You're getting fucked? That's a weird thing for you to say.
Yeah.
At least you're getting fucked.
Yeah.
This is true.
Well, yeah.
Win, lose, I mean.
The whole thing, win or lose, we booze. It's win or lose, and Steven gets fucked.
I'm not as good as I once was, and I never was
I'm
all
as
that
good
good.
as I
Uh,
once was.
Back in the day.
I thought the
Now,
same thing, Tyler.
Steven, you know, what happened to you streaming too? I really want to support your stream, and now you don't stream?
You know that's there's stuff going on behind the scenes, and it'll be done soon.
Like what?
You'll see when it's done.
Hmm.
Curiosity.
Curiosity is not killing the cat. I would like to know, because I thought I was one of your biggest fans.
You are.
Do we have to
sir.
subscribe to your Patreon to understand what's going on?
I don't have a Patreon, so
Thank God, 'cause I wouldn't subscribe to it.
I hate you so much.
You know, Tyler was number 1. I was a strong number 2.
That's cool. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Trevor.
Because, you know, as Garcia likes to say, trust the process. I was
Trust
trusting
the
you.
process.
So, since we've been continuing on bullying Steven, this is fun. Welcome to the show, everyone. I am your host, Tyler, with my other hosts, Good Diver and Garcia. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
And some guy, Steven,
Yeah.
decided to join.
Yep, just some random asshole. Nothing to do, nothing to do with this entire process. He just showed up in the Discord.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh.
I'm kidding. Welcome to the show, everybody. What is your guys' favorite Valentine's Day candy?
I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. I'm a single fat sack of shit.
Jesus.
Diver's dying over there.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I was not expecting that at all.
I haven't had a Valentine since like 7th grade, so I don't
Is
care.
that your mom?
So,
I actually had a girl that liked me in 7th grade, so fuck you.
What?
Yeah.
No, breaking news.
Fuck
Everybody
off.
listening.
That's not
Oh,
cool.
Steven had himself a little girly friend.
Yeah, I
was
did.
her name Beth Cooper?
No.
So,
What was her name?
Her name was Amber.
Oh. Ooh.
Ooh.
What's up, Diver?
so I was gonna say, I don't really have a favorite candy because I don't like sweets. I don't have like a sweet tooth. Like I don't eat chocolate a whole lot. And so like for me, I don't really care for candy or anything.
Man, you guys are some fucking communists.
I guarantee that even if she saw this, 20 years later, she'd still deny that she liked me.
I would.
I would fuck. Like fuck.
She didn't tell me until like 6 days before she moved away. She's like, I actually liked you this whole time. I was like, cool, thanks for telling me now. That
She
really,
flipped you off and
that
ran
really
off
makes
you.
me feel better. I've known you since kindergarten, but thanks for telling me 6 days before you moved. That's really cool. I appreciate
Good.
it.
Hey man, Vlogmas is a thing. It works out.
Not when you're fucking 12.
You gotta have hope.
No.
Garcia, what about you? Nah, never mind. You don't like candy because you're a fucking weirdo too.
I don't really like Valentine's Day either. What the fuck, dude?
Valentine's Day
Every day
sucks.
should be
I
dog
mean,
shit.
in all reality, think
Oh,
about it. Think
Garcia,
about it. Think
Just
about it.
one fucking day out of the year. People like fucking make money off of that shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes. I'd say if you truly think about it, it is everything that anybody in a relationship should be doing from the get. But it's one
Consistent.
day. It
Diver.
is one
Diver.
day to
Diver.
highlight it. What?
Diver.
Don't say it. Not during the podcast. I was gonna say. I know what you're thinking. I was like,
Come on, Tyler. Hit me with it.
don't say it during the podcast. That'd be fucked up.
Hit me with it.
No.
Dude, you're about to deliver that shit, weren't you?
Yeah, Tyler was about to fucking full
Jesus
set.
Christ. Yeah, you
That
was.
shit was on a
Let's go down
tee.
that road, Tyler. Let's go down that road. We've gone down a lot of roads. Let's go down
Oh
this road.
no!
That shit was on a tee.
Let's reel
And
it
I'm just gonna
back
strike
in.
out. I'm gonna walk
Let's-
away. I'm gonna take the force walk, and I'm gonna
Let's-
walk down first base
Yeah,
let's-
turn the fuck around.
let's
Yeah, get the fuck
Let's
out.
reel it back in. Let's save that for later.
for later. Oh man, this has started off so good.
It started off like I feel like a suicide bomber, like not a suicide bomber. I feel like a bomb diffuser.
Steven, question for you.
What?
If you were a suicide bomber, would it take one bomb to blow you up, or would it take multiple bombs to
Oh
get
it
to
would
the fat?
it would
God.
probably take multiple.
Are we talking like kamikaze style? Because he's gonna need 2 planes.
Yo, could you
Fuck
imagine
you!
rolling him
I
down
just
like a
came
hill?
in to save you, and you fuck me like that, you piece.
Could you imagine rolling him down in like a mountain and be like, all right, we're gonna strap him with bombs, just roll him down, and just,
Am I just a human boulder strapped with C4? Is that what's happening?
yeah, exactly.
Okay. But no, I was gonna say this feels like being a bomb diffuser. It's like, okay, well, we need to tone down everything just a little bit. just a smidge, you know?
Just a
I don't know.
smidge.
I guess I've been hostile today, so that could be
Hey, that's
a
good.
thing.
That's good. Me too.
Well, it seems like you guys all kind of joined with a little hostility.
Well,
Gotta
as
bring
long as
that
whenever
energy.
whenever you're in, man, we just all of us turn hostile.
Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. Thank you.
Oh, I was gonna say it was good to something else, but different time, different story.
Hey, when he comes in, we all turn horny.
Yeah, facts.
That's a weird. I'm not gonna kink shame, but that's gross.
Hey, look, man, look. All we think about, and I hope your family's listening to this. All we think about is those big pepperoni nipples. Just
Why do you gotta lie to the world and say I got pepperoni nips?
Steven, I've seen you with
All
that
right,
shirt
first
off.
off,
I do
why
not
do
have
you have to lie
pepperoni
to the
nips.
world?
I just
What?
have standard fat guy nips. They're not pepperoni
Those are
nips.
usually pepperoni nipples.
No.
Big facts.
Big facts.
If they were pepperoni
Like your
nips, they look
nipples.
like they look like tea saucers. They don't.
Tea saucers are huge.
I'll say, bro, like
I'd rather have pepperoni nipples than tea saucers. Jesus.
we're comparing oranges to oranges here. Let's
Uh,
be honest.
Do you ever Steven, when you're ever in the shower, don't do this actually in the shower because I'm scared your house might collapse. Like, do you ever bounce up and down and watch your boobs bounce?
I've never done that. No.
No. Garcia, I want you to eat dinner with that in your head, all right?
No fucking thank you.
I'm so happy I already ate.
It's gonna be impossible for him not to now, though.
Oh,
This thing boing, boing, and he's just like, oh, yeah, look at those bounds.
Why am I like Scandinavian?
no, he's,
Yeah, you
Steven
can't me now.
it's good.
This is great. This is like one of the best starts I think we've had.
I'm
So,
sure.
okay. Also, for the whole podcast, because since none of my friends want to answer this question, should jerking off be a sport?
Why do you
I'm not
want
getting
to? Why do
Right.
you want
I'm
to
not
bring this
getting
up?
into this.
Why are you trying to make this a topic?
Because if people can, like I said in the chat, if people can name boring ass golf, which I play, but I don't like watching it. can watch
Watching
boring
it
as hell.
sucks, yes.
It's
But
boring as
playing
hell.
it is
And you
different.
really don't need. But think about it. A sport is defined as what? You need to have practice. You need to be able to practice it. You need to be able to accomplish things. You like when you're young, you practice that shit, and then now look at you. You're just like a pro at it.
What are you
All right, let's get
accomplishing?
controversial then.
What-
No. Let's get controversial. Do you consider cheerleading a sport?
You know, I've almost gotten my ass beat enough times by saying no to that.
Then I have to
I
say
think
yes.
I'm
yes.
No?
obligated to say yes now.
Because are you still going to say no? Or are you just saying that because
Look.
you feel forced?
No, actually, what I do say is I've watched them practice, and yo, some of those girls got to be strong as shit. I mean, some of them do look like whales. Like, yo, they're lifting more weight than I was in high school. They're throwing weight around, but I don't know. I would say cheerleading could. It's on the fence, like like bisexual sort of thing. It's on the fence, Don't know which way.
Comparing cheerleading to bisexuals. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. Okay. Wow.
So I guess this is a two-way conversation, Diver. No one else comments because Garcia just sits there and plays with himself, and Steven just has ad libs.
You shut your mouth.
I said, what are you trying to make this a conversation for? And you said to achieve something. What is jerking off achieve? New levels of shame? I can't believe I just beat my dick to that.
No, it's
Like,
actually
what the
no.
fuck?
See, that's your mental thought. What it does, though, physically, doesn't it biologically help you live longer? One, and two, doesn't it keep your sperm count like up and running?
All right,
I couldn't tell you.
So, Tyler, since you want to have this conversation, how would you score it then?
You gotta
how
go.
is it scored?
So there's different competitions, different tournaments. So like the NyQuil competition, who can beat it the fastest before you go to sleep. There's that one, and then there's the one where you have to you get trophies for like say you yell mom, and you got to figure out, can I beat it before she gets here? So if you can beat it before she gets there, boom, gold medal. So how I would score it though is how long it takes you. Like Steven said, the twist. Do you put some twist in there? Do you got to twist it?
Twist the dick.
Yeah, twist the dick. Yo, dick twist. Twist the dick. And then let's see what else. I would say you get extra points if you're not beating it to like anything. Like if you're just like sitting there in the dark.
if you're just stroking for no reason.
Yeah. And
Okay.
and if you dry beat it, like that's extra points too. Like extra credit. That's a very awkward silence.
I'm just trying to take it all in how you're trying to
that's
actually
really
justify
what
this
I'm trying to
question.
do.
Interesting.
You're trying to find justifications for this question
You're
and not
really
make
trying
it
to sell that
weird.
shit.
And the fact that you put this much thought into it,
I mean, is
What do
somebody,
you
I
do
thought
during
about
the
this, like, right
fucking
now.
day?
is somebody coming at you with sponsorship deals and you just got to come up with a
Hey,
sport or something?
Hey, if there's sponsorships out there, your boy will find it.
Sponsor
If
my
there's
new
one there.
beat off league.
Hey,
I
you
will
know,
also say if there's sponsorships out there, I'm the only one that's actually intervened in this conversation and helped grow it. So
this is true. This is true. Diver, I really appreciate you. If you like
holla
to
at your boy.
sponsor myself and Joseph Diver, we are available. We won't show you why we need to be sponsored at the same time. Maybe we will.
For the right price.
For the right price, we will even do it to each other.
Okay, let's stop, please. Can we move on? What the fuck are we doing here?
It's 2022, man.
We're
That's your
20
time.
minutes in, and we had the most botched intro of all time, followed by
Hey,
beating
it
our
worked out
dicks
perfect,
off.
man. It worked out well.
Oh my god.
Let it flow.
Let it flow. That's another thing. You could say that about
that's the league's. That's that league's slogan. Let it flow.
Let it happen.
low, slow. Look out below.
Low, slow, let it blow.
What's the slogan? If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. If it's red, go see a doctor.
Contact your physician.
Contact your physician. If you have a boner for longer than 4 hours, way to go.
Good for you. I'm so proud of you.
This has become one of my favorite episodes already.
Oh my god.
This is so. I mean, yeah.
All right. So, oh god, that was fun. Now I'm like, I have a couple tears running down my eyes. I don't even know where to
Just made
go
yourself
from that.
tired.
Yeah, not really. I'm still drinking, so I'm good.
Time to start the NyQuil challenge.
Yeah, here we go. Shit. Y'all ever done that though? Like drink NyQuil, I'm like, all right, let me see if I can you give it a couple minutes for it to sit in, and then you're like, wow, I wonder if I can beat it before I go to sleep.
Usually when I take NyQuil, I'm really sick, and I'm like, I just want to die. So no, I don't think about jerking off.
Steven, do you have to take the same amount of medicine that we do?
Oh my.
Yes.
Like, how does that affect your body though? Like, does it? Like, do you only feel like part of it, or do you gotta take like double the dose?
Yeah. I take 4 ibuprofen, and it just affects my pinky toe. Like, I have to take like the whole fucking bottle for it to affect my entire fat ass.
Oh my god.
You know what I've been watching? If you guys have Hulu, watch that Dope Sick show. It's the one about how the Oxycontin became
No.
That's
What
a good
you
one.
really gotta watch is Wu-Tang: The American Saga on Hulu.
Yo. Steven,
Bro.
What's their slogan?
I don't know.
Of course you don't, you fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
Garcia, what's their slogan?
I don't fucking know.
Oh my god, Diver, what's their slogan?
Wu-Tang for the kids.
Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yo.
I love how you
Yeah.
insult
Come
me
on.
for not knowing, but Garcia doesn't know, and you're like, okay.
Well,
Fucking
Garcia has a
asshole.
little more culture in him than you. You're a Jew.
Jesus.
Wow. Okay. Let's just go there. All right.
You guys are not gonna have a podcast.
Yeah. I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
way to go, man.
way to just
Hey, could
fuck
you imagine?
everything right there.
Also, could you imagine being Lana Rhodes' kid and you get airdropped for the 6th or 7th time the day at school of her just sucking on nuts, and you're like, what the fuck? And you start to want to kill yourself.
Tyler's allowed to make that joke, by the way. The Jew one. Jew approved. Tyler's allowed to make that joke. So everybody who's gonna get all pissed off, fuck off.
There you go.
That is Jew approved. He's allowed to make the Jew joke.
You could. Would you? Okay. So I actually do have a real question though. It's a would you rather. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Please
would
don't-
you rather?
Please don't make it racist or fucked up. We
no.
are pushing it this episode already.
Oh, don't worry. This is gonna get worse.
Oh my god.
All right. So would you rather? Now, do not interrupt me real quick. Do not interrupt me. You got to listen to this whole thing.
Okay,
Because
go.
then I got to ask you guys if you guys have had any worse would you rathers. So would you rather every night watch your parents have sex or join in one time for them to stop so you don't have to watch them anymore?
I mean, if I'm forced to watch, do I get to be distracted, or am I glued to a chair, with my eyes peeled open and I have to watch?
No, you're watching. You're full on watching.
I'm joining one time.
If
though.
I'm joining, is it for half a second? Then I'm I'm done. Or does
You
that
got to
be
make them both. You got to please them both.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can do that quick. I'm joining.
Jesus Christ, divers! I'm jumping in.
Yeah, I have to watch him again. Your boy got skills.
I'll give my dad my ass.
Oh my god.
I give it to Tyler, so what's the difference?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I kill yourself an option?
No.
Let the boy watch.
I don't want to watch that shit, man.
Okay,
Pretty
one
sure
more.
your parents don't want to watch Steven.
I'm pretty sure you guys have heard this one, but this is a good one too. Okay, so would you rather, if you were laying down, your mom and dad were on both sides of you, you were 2 inches into your mom and your dad's 2 inches into you behind you, which way would you go? Would you go backwards or forwards? Your mom's in front of you, of course, and your dad's behind you. You're gonna go backwards and you go forwards.
I don't think
Fuck
my
are
dad.
you getting these questions today?
I don't think my dad has 2
What's
inches to
wrong
spare,
with you?
so you know.
Jesus.
Oh.
God, it would look like you for Steven, have you guys seen those pods of walruses? That's what it would look like.
Wow, way to insult my parents, you
Jesus Christ.
I mean, Jesus, yeah, I'm fat, but my parents aren't. Fuck you.
No, you're the walrus. They're basically regular people. You are just the walrus.
Oh, they're just spooning a walrus. Okay, thanks. This is 25 minutes of a podcast that I'm never going to get back ever again.
It's probably one of the best ones there is.
It's probably the 25 minutes that's going to get us canceled and banned, and yeah, we can't
Oh,
post
no,
anymore.
that ain't gonna happen.
Even
man.
there's
That
worse
ain't gonna
stuff out
happen.
there than this.
There is
You've got-
totally worse than this.
Come on. All right. So I'm done. Steven, you can do a little bit before I keep talking.
What am I supposed to do? How do I transition from...
Whatever you had
how do
scripted for
how
this.
do I transition from parental or incest to like something else? Ugh, Jesus.
A double stuffed or
Fuck whoever said that. I know somebody messaged it to him, you fucking dicks. It's probably Diver, you asshole. You fucking laughing bitch.
Hey, also, Garcia, did Steven ever receive what you sent, or did you ever actually send
Oh no.
Garcia hasn't sent
Not
it
yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh God.
Soon. Soon.
Let
Will
the
you show up?
suspense. Let the suspense happen.
Like, is it gonna be you or someone that's like gonna show up with a box of pizza, but it's gonna be your penis in there?
No, it's gonna be even better than that.
Oh, what's better than that?
Oh, you'll see.
I'm gonna die, aren't I? Garcia's just gonna hire a hitman. Garcia's just gonna go to your door. It's just a dude in a trench coat with a fucking shotgun.
No, it's gonna be a dude
Just
in a
be
trench
ready.
coat.
Just be ready.
He's gonna be covered up in his trench coat, and all of a sudden he's just gonna go wow and open it up, and there's gonna be his dong just sitting there for you.
Why would that be a treat for me?
Because you like it.
No.
Be honest, Steven.
I got something for you, man. You'll enjoy it.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna write my will later tonight before I go to sleep. To all the things I don't have, fuck everybody.
So when
What
it
do I get?
arrives, you have to go live.
Oh,
Hey.
I have to go live. I have to stream it. Oh,
What do I get if you
Uh,
die?
I mean, I don't know. I don't have anything. You could take the
Can I
last.
get
of,
your Xbox account?
You could take
No,
the last
we'll
of my
write to
dignity.
the
you know what I
podcast.
want, though? You know what? Let me get your testicles so I can sell them on the black market
Jesus.
Oh wow.
because those
Why-
go for a lot of
Why
money.
would you
I got
want my
dibs on a liver.
testicles?
I got dibs on a liver.
Oh,
Testicles go for a lot of money.
my liver. You don't want the liver, man.
Hey man, that's gonna be a fat liver. Someone's gonna want it.
I mean, it's probably disease to fuck. You're not gonna get shit for it.
Hey man, someone will take it.
Okay.
Someone will take it more than I paid for it. Let me put it like that.
You got it for free. Somebody gives you 1 cent. I made a profit.
A win
Look-
is a win. Trust the process.
You better
But,
be a fucking
so-
organ donor.
So, just let you guys know, and I'm probably gonna get banned off of Google, and they're probably gonna come get me. FBI, open up! Boom, boom,
Jesus
boom, boom.
Christ.
They're gonna come flying through my windows. People are saying that a healthy set of testicles will sell for $50,000.
Yeah, for one nut you can get like 15 to 20.
Yeah, a healthy set of testicles.
I thought about
wrong with
selling
yours,
one
Steven? You
nut
have
before.
testicular cancer?
I mean,
Are you Lance Armstrong all over again?
they've gone unused for my entire life, pretty much.
Well, I wouldn't say unused because you're constantly jerking us. That's being used. And we're back to jerking off.
We're back to jerking off.
Full circle here.
Oh,
Full circle
no.
jerk.
Ew.
I cannot wait for the emails I'm gonna get about this fucking shit.
Steven, why do you think this is going to be so bad? There is way worse stuff out there.
Those people earned it, okay? We have not earned anything. I don't know. Good transition. What about the Microsoft acquisition from yesterday?
What a big.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
No, not at all.
I didn't either. I'm curious to see how it's going to play out.
I'm just glad that their first decision is to get rid of that CEO.
As they should.
That guy's
It's a transition.
That guy's a fuck.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
you gotta cancel him. Get him the fuck out. You're fired.
you got to clear house a little bit.
Yeah, you have to.
So, but I mean,
What are they gonna
That
do with
means
their
we get a
games, man?
We get a Minecraft Call of Duty mix.
Get a Minecraft Call of Duty
Lab.
game.
Yeah, and we just go into the villages, and instead of thinking, oh, we have arrows and swords,
Oh
we go
my
into a
God.
freaking minigun
Pull-
and
Oh
just
my
blow 'em.
God.
Pull a no Russian on Minecraft villagers. Oh yeah, sure. That sounds like a plan.
It's gonna be interesting, man.
It'll
Like, you're gonna make your shit
It'll be very interesting.
exclusive or what?
I know that they were talking about it might make Call of Duty a Game Pass game where you don't have to pay for it if you have Xbox. It's just like a day one thing,
That'd be dope.
which would be sick because some Call of Duties aren't worth buying. Some Call of Duties are dog shit.
But I mean, it's one of those things where it definitely benefits Xbox, obviously, and it's going to benefit all that. And then it's definitely hurting PlayStation because you truly think about it, like, what's PlayStation going to have as PlayStation exclusive now games? Last of Us, that they can't really. I don't know what else they're going to be able to do with it, and Spider-Man.
I don't think Xbox is going to make Call of Duty Xbox,
They can't. It's too big.
but I think they'll. I think
That's what she
they'll like have perks for the Xbox. Like you'll have double XP more or something, or you'll get better weapon blueprints or some shit.
They're gonna have to sell it to like some extent to like that.
Mm-hmm.
Since Xbox bought it out, they're gonna have to make it better essentially for Xbox. I feel like,
But I mean,
that's a personal opinion.
People were pointing out the other stuff that comes with Activision. Like you're gonna get Crash.
100%.
You're gonna get Crash Bandicoot. You're gonna get
Watch them make Diablo exclusive now too. I'm like,
Oh, that would be crazy.
dicks.
Make Diablo
But
an
that's
Xbox and PC exclusive, no PS4.
Yep.
That'd
No,
be fun.
nothing PlayStation. Like,
And
fuck.
I mean, but that's the thing though that a lot of people are. I mean, guess like they're conspiracy theories essentially because no one truly knows yet. That's what a lot of people are talking about is how is Xbox going to truly handle it now, and that's the reason why I said like when you look at PlayStation, what are they going to have to be able to stand out from Xbox?
Where's the competition at, right?
I mean,
Yeah,
they-
like
they-
Spider-Man, which how many Spider-Mans can you make before it just gets repetitive?
They still have their
Yeah.
first party studio. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
they're gonna make another Last of Us. There's no way they don't.
Are y'all?
But
Did y'all
it's-
play Uncharted?
Uncharted?
of
Yeah,
course.
dude, Uncharted was sick.
Are you guys excited for the movie?
Eh,
100%.
I mean, video game movies they're
Well,
video game movies, so.
yeah, so it depends on how they do it. So, I mean, obviously they made the Assassin's Creed movie, which
Wasn't great, but it wasn't.
it
terrible.
wasn't great. It was entertaining, but compared to the games, it didn't really correlate or I felt like truly matched up on how it should have.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, people
But-
say Sonic is good, but I haven't seen Sonic yet.
Yeah.
So.
But that's the thing though, is when it comes to Last of Us, I'm excited because I mean, I think the actors that they put in it are great actors.
Well, see, I think The Last of Us has a better chance to succeed because it's a show. The Last of Us will be good because it's a show, and you can tell that
yeah.
whole story over a season. But Uncharted as a movie, like, it really depends on what they're going to make it as. Because
100%.
I mean, they could go the whole route that Tomb Raider went, and they could try to make it all the games in one movie and then fuck it up and make it suck.
Yeah. And that's really I think with the actor like I was saying, like I think with the actors they have a good chance to make it great, but it really depends on how they drive it. I do think Last of Us will be better because, like what Steven said, it's a show, so you're able to portray more throughout more, essentially.
Right.
But that's the thing is, I also think it's going to be one of those things where high expectations because of the actors that they do have in it. There's going to be a lot of high expectations, and I don't think they're ever truly going to be met.
No. I feel like it's nice to see video games get the treatment that I feel like they've kind of earned the last decade being made into movies and TV shows because the stories are good and so many people write them off because they're like, oh, it's a video game, I don't care.
Yep.
So I feel like the stories deserve to be told, but the way that they transition from you being a part of that story, playing through it, to it being told third person, it can kind of suck when you tell it third person.
Exactly.
okay.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, Uncharted is probably top 5 of my all-time like series of like just campaign games and like solo player games because I'm almost positive all of them and they're just great stories and you get hooked easily.
I haven't played 4.
No, I love them, but that's the thing though is I also, like myself included, like I have high expectations for it because I think they did a great job with the video games and I think they could do really well with it. But I also have the expectations to be let down a little bit because they are doing a movie out of it and not a TV show.
I think my biggest concern is Tom Holland as Nathan Drake.
I think so. From what I've seen, he looks the part.
I mean, he looks it, and I mean, he might be able to act it. I mean, he's a good actor.
He's a great actor.
But I mean, Nolan North portrays him in such a specific way that makes you like the character, and it's like, I hope he does a good job. I hope the movie's good. I just don't know if it will be.
I think Tom Holland will play a good job. I think it's more going to come down to the director's part. How is the director going to portray it?
That's also true.
Because, like I said before, they have like an A-list actors list. Even for Last of Us, they have great actors in it. But I think it's going to come down to the directors and how they want to portray it and how they play it out to be.
Oh, Pedro Pascal is going to be great as Joel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm really looking 100%. Forward to that.
That's the reason why I'm saying like they hired the perfect actors to play the roles. I think. I don't know. I couldn't think of a better actor to play any of the roles from Uncharted to Last of Us. So that's the reason why I think if there is backfire on any of them, it's going to come down to the directors and how they do it and how they write it and work it.
I could see that.
Work it good.
Tyler's just sitting here. He's like, I have no clue what any of this is all about. I'm just looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm saying basically. What about Night?
What about Moon Knight?
Hell yeah, stoked for it.
The trailer looked cool, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I have no fucking clue about Moon Knight at all.
What?
Yeah,
neither do I heard he's like Batman, but he also has like he gets the power from an Egyptian god or something like that.
Yeah, that's like the extent of my knowledge.
He's a
like,
straight up anti-hero, man.
Origin?
Like I know Moon Knight's supposed to be dark though. So
yes, very dark, very dark.
I mean, I wonder how far Disney Plus is gonna go and let him be dark. So
I hope he goes dark.
Because I know there's
Like
isn't there
like
a,
Dark and Wesley Snipes dark.
well isn't there a team in the comics that's Moon Knight and like Blade, stuff like that?
Yeah. That's what I was reading that the other day when it first came out. I was like, oh, had zero clue what was going on with this dude. So
yeah, I didn't even know it was a multiple personality thing. Like I was like, oh, this is an interesting trailer.
yeah, Oscar Isaac, he's kicked ass in MCU films though, because he was in what was it, Apocalypse, and then he was in Spider-Verse.
I still refuse to watch those movies. But yeah, he's in Spider-Verse. He's Spider-Man 2099. I liked him in Star Wars, so
yeah. Diver just muted himself. He's probably peeing or something.
He's gurking it.
He's gurking it. He's testing out if he could compete in the league.
He's yerking and gurking.
Jerkin and Gherkin. That's what we should call a chicken place. We should open up a chicken restaurant called Jerkin and Gherkin.
Jerkin and gherkin. Chicken and pickles, huh?
Chicken and pickles.
Sounds like a fucking law office.
It does. God damn it, Larry.
Jerkin and gherkin.
Call me right now.
Jerkin and
You
gherkin
have to
law.
make sure it's in the South. You have to make sure it's in the South.
This is true.
Oh, I thought of something so fun, but I'm not gonna say it.
Hey, we already said words.
Nope.
Come on, say it.
Come on, say it.
Nope, I refuse to go that far. I'm not doing it.
You fuck.
I'll tell you later. You guys can talk about it next week if you remember.
You're a bitch.
No fucking balls.
I am.
No balls.
It is fucked up, and I'm not doing it.
Say it.
In your fucking mangina.
Nope. Yep. I'll whatever. Fine. I don't care. I'm not saying it.
There you heard it here for Jesus Christ.
Tyler with the stroke.
Oh,
Tyler's already drunk.
Jeez, what the fuck?
you heard it here
Tyler's already
first,
drunk.
folks. Steven is a woman.
Okay.
Good comeback.
So should we transition to the NFL, or what are we doing?
I mean, we're 40 minutes in. I think we take our little break and then we come back and talk about the NFL.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, if you managed to stay in here without getting offended, disgusted, or just hating all four of us, thank you. We appreciate it. We'll see you in a few minutes.
All right, welcome back, everybody. I have a sticker for Yee Yee Jerky. Yee Yee. It's a really good, actually. If y'all get the chance,
Is there
try it.
actually a jerky called Yee?
Yes, Steven.
It's,
They're actually
Yes, it's Granger Smith, who's a country artist. It's his brand. The
That sounds pretty good.
It's actually Abby got it for me for Christmas. It's bomb.com.
It's bomb.com. All right.
Yep.
not what I thought you said, but it worked.
If
Bring it back.
we were
Bring it back.
a Middle Eastern channel, that would be
So-
very offensive.
Oh god, yeah, it would.
Or
Yeah, it would.
it'd be very appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
Let's-
path I really don't want to go down.
Before we start going off the rails, let's just
Because I was about to.
let's
Let's
just
not go
sidetrack
off
it.
the rails
Let's-
here.
I was
let's
about
just-
to sidetrack it here.
let's just start talking about what we're supposed to be talking about.
Which is
The wild card games. Okay.
What about them?
Steven,
Take
you
us
wanna
home, Steven.
You guys are the ones who said that you wanted to discuss football stuff, and you're not prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not saying it. What do you want to discuss, sir? Huh?
I
Your
don't
beautiful
know.
flowing hair?
What?
I don't know.
What is it?
Let's talk football then.
Okay, let's talk football
Ooh.
then.
All right, so big games this weekend.
Can we talk
Pardon
about
me?
something real quick? Besides
Yep,
the
go ahead,
games?
man.
Do you see Odell's getting PED tested?
Yeah.
Yep.
They're testing him, really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Was
He
it
got a
daily,
message-
right?
Yeah, he got a message like right after the game saying that he's scheduled for a PE test.
So he produced because he actually has a good team around him, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna test you."
Yeah, that's what the NFL does.
Big facts. You have a big game tested.
I mean, it's not his fault. He was on a dog shit team for 2 seasons.
First off, better than the Broncos.
Yeah, this is true. I can't deny that.
Who's better than the Broncos?
Look at the records. Browns are better than Broncos.
Browns are still sitting at home.
That's fine, but look at the records.
We both don't have quarterbacks.
But
I
look also
mean,
how many players
you
did we
know.
have on the COVID out list this year? How many
Oh,
players did we have missing this year because of the COVID list?
We are in a pandemic. Okay.
They came from China.
It's gonna disappear. It's gonna disappear.
Chinese
Just let it go away. It's gonna disappear.
It's gonna go away 14 days.
God, do you remember that shit? Fucking 2 years ago. It's gonna go away in 14.
So we were
Well,
talking
no,
about
no.
it one day. We
But
were
it's
talking about where he
updated.
said,
It's 5 days.
Five
It goes away in 5 days now.
well, we were talking about he said the whole pandemic was going to go away. But
Yeah.
remember when he's like, oh, we'll be open by Easter? And it's like, no, not this Easter. 2021 Easter.
Easter 2026. Yeah.
What was the saying they used to say? What was it? 14 days to what was it? Curve the
Lower,
virus?
reverse the curve or something like that.
Something like that, man. Like it was a whole fucking
Yeah.
slogan. We're like, what the fuck is this shit? Whatever.
What a weird time frame though. Like there was nothing going on. Like there was nobody on the road.
I actually
Whoa.
liked it.
It was
I mean,
nice.
Yeah,
it was better.
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I went to work every day still, but it was
Wait.
nice.
Life was better when it
Yeah.
was just essentials. Fucking normies.
Alcohol to go, margaritas to go.
They
Bring
still do
it.
that
And
here.
You're
Yeah, they don't
getting
do that in
everything
your
delivered.
fucking commie land.
Getting everything delivered to your doorstep. Like it's changed.
Yeah.
Steven said going to work like normies. Yeah, Steven, because we're normal people that actually have jobs.
No, that's not what I said. I said it was nice when it was just us essentials. fucking normies.
We are
Essential, Steven.
essential.
When have you been
Again,
essential?
Steven,
Uh,
don't
when
include
were you an
yourself in
essential?
this.
I did.
Don't include yourself in this.
I did food delivery for fucking 12 months during COVID. So fuck
You
you.
were needed during that time.
Yeah,
Yep,
I
that's
was.
my
I,
pizza, please.
I was determined as essential. So eat a dick.
Hey, I know it's a snowstorm right now, but I really need that large pepperoni pizza right now. So
Somebody
if you need
did.
to
Somebody
look
did
at
do that to me. Somebody ordered fucking buffs out in the mesa during a fucking blizzard, and then they got pissed off. They're like, "Why did it take you an hour to get out here?" I was like, "I don't fucking know, because there's 4 feet of snow outside." You
That's
fucking.
that's kind of
dick.
your fault though. You can't get mad at them. You're the one that activated it. So
Well,
Facts.
when it's a $20
Huge
order,
facts.
and that's like the
you
biggest
didn't
order I had all
have
night.
to actually be dashing at all at that point. You were the one that decided to do it.
It's called
Here's a real
to.
question.
Right out there.
It's called I have to pay
Here's a
my
real
bills. So
Here's the
yeah,
real
I had
question.
to.
Suck dick for money.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, Steven, you probably have a good enough mouth to suck some good dick.
Jesus Christ.
Did you get a tip though?
No, they didn't tip me.
Because you didn't.
probably
suck a
deserved
dick.
it.
Okay. Let's go back. We're done.
We went on such a random tangent.
Yeah, we just
So-
went off.
Okay, so what? My God, my wife just threw some bags. I was scared. Scared the crap out of me.
I thought that
So,
was
let's
your
talk
son
about the-
falling down the stairs. I was like, what the fuck?
She just goes falling down the stairs like, holy shit.
You just start yelling at her. Don't you see I'm doing a podcast?
She falls and she starts screaming. She's like, I broke my leg. Can't you see I'm doing a podcast? So let's talk about the first. What was the first game of the What was the first game on Saturday?
The first game on Saturday.
that the
Bengals
Anthem?
Raiders.
The
Raiders.
Bengals Raiders.
Yeah. Not surprised.
Not surprised. Yeah.
Next.
I'm not surprised either. That was Joe Burrow came out. That's gonna
Yes.
be a good game.
I'm not surprised, but can we talk about Joe Burrow's throw though? We all know what throw I'm talking about.
Yes, this is true.
That was
The
clean.
The
the
refs fucked up. They fucked
the
up.
blatant what's it called, miss whistle or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe Burrow. I think that man is gonna be
He's proven something this year.
yeah.
I think he's comeback player of the year.
And it's only year 2.
Especially
That's
after
fucking
the
crazy to me.
shit show that fucking Dak had on Saturday or on Sunday.
Yeah, fucking Dak.
We can get into that one here in a second.
In a
Yep.
second,
Yep.
yeah.
True.
So yeah, that was an easy pick with the Bengals over the Raiders, and then we had who's second game?
Bills,
Pats.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was a terrible way to go,
Or-
Steven. You picked the freaking way to the best pick of all time.
Way to
You
go.
know-
Hey.
You can
hey.
fuck right off, okay? Because that first
Patriots in
drive,
Super Bowl.
Okay.
Patriots in Super Bowl.
that first drive, they looked
Oh, the
solid.
first drive.
They looked,
Yep,
they
first
looked
drive looked great.
solid, and then
Yep.
that
Good
fucking
thing there's
pick
4 quarters.
happened, and then
Good thing there's 4 quarters.
they got shit on.
Good thing there's 4 quarters
Yeah, fuck you,
and a lot more drives.
fuck you.
Josh
Don't
Allen
get me
proved.
wrong. So don't get me wrong. Regular season, Mac Jones looked great,
Yeah,
but
he did.
I knew going into playoffs, Mac Jones didn't have any experience. He was gonna crumble. He
I
had to have.
I think if they score on that first drive, their momentum isn't killed, and they probably put up a better fight.
I still don't think they win though.
Maybe
I don't think they win.
I don't think they win either. Not the way that Josh Allen. He was on his game, so I don't think they still win.
No, you
but-
did think they were going to win. You thought they were going to win before that. You were like, "Oh,
You thought they were
Patriots,
gonna go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Belichick."
I really did think they were going to win because I didn't
Hey,
fucking
Robert
expect
Kraft.
them. I didn't expect them to
No,
get
no.
in there and
You
lose
wanna-
all momentum and then shit the bed for 3 quarters.
Did you want to massage Robert Kraft?
No, Robert Kraft can fuck off.
But do I think if they would have scored that first drive, do I think it would have been a closer game? Potentially, yes.
I 100% think it would have been a closer game.
But also, I mean, Mac Jones has been in big games, but not like a playoff game. It's different.
So, do you think that is Mac Jones still in the running for Offense Rookie of the Year, or do you think Jamar Chase has that taken over now?
I still
Chase.
think he is, but I mean, Jamar Chase has a better shot at it now.
Okay.
I think it will be closer than what people expect. But let's be honest, when it comes to Offense Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, whatever, quarterbacks are always favored.
I think
to a point.
I
To a
think
point.
if the Bengals
Because-
somehow come out and win this game this weekend, and it's a large part due to Jamar Chase's play, he'll get Rookie of the Year.
He could.
But he could. But I also like when you look at it though, like I think Jamar Chase deserves it 100%. But the NFL is very quarterback favorited, essentially, because of the fact of, I mean, the quarterback runs offense.
Well,
The quarterback is the main focal point for everything, which is fair. I'm not saying it's wrong. So that's the reason why I think Mac Jones might edge it out, just because of the fact of if you take out Mac Jones, where's Patriots offense?
it's
If you take out Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow still has plenty of weapons to work with.
But I think it's unfairly in the favor of quarterbacks, but that's because 80% of the play of other people is dictated on the quarterback not sucking.
Yes.
So
I agree, but that's the reason why it's like you take out Jamar Chase out of the Bengals, they still have Tyler Boyd, they still have T. Higgins, they still have Joe Mixon.
Yeah,
they still have an offense they can work with.
But you get rid of you get rid of Joe Burrow, that offense sucks.
So
yes, but we're talking about offensive rookie of the year. We're not talking about comeback or MVP or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you take away, you go and say, okay, quarterbacks favorited. The past 9 seasons, only 1, 2, 3, 4 quarterbacks have won it, compared to 1, 2, 3, 4 running backs, and of course Odell Beckham. But I mean you could say it's still. But you could say it's quarterback friendly, but I think when it comes to Rookie of the Year,
running backs and wide receivers are still different because wide receiver, you depend on the quarterback not being complete and total dog shit. As a running back, you just have to either be really talented or have a half decent offensive line. And I mean, you could, still run for 1,000 yards and get Rookie of the Year.
Ain't that some shit that I don't see Cleveland Browns have one single offensive Rookie of the Year, because that's where careers go to die.
Or Houston.
He's just taking shots. Do you guys?
Denver has 2 of them.
Do you guys still have a draft? Do you guys still have? Do you guys get a draft pick this year? Are you still without draft picks?
Fuck off.
I'm talking to Garcia.
Oh, you mean what? We got the 3rd pick.
Oh, you guys got a pick?
Oh,
that's good.
Why would you not have one, Steven?
I don't know. I don't know how fucking far Bill O'Brien fucked them.
Yeah, he fucked us for 2 years, so yeah, this is it. But now they're talking about trading down.
I thought he fucked you for like another decade.
No.
But here's the thing, though, is again, though, so this is a personal opinion, though. I look at it as if you take Jamar Chase out and you take Mac Jones out of those offenses, who's more viable, right?
Okay. Like if you say that, but you could say that, but could you plug any other quarterback besides Cam Newton? Because fuck off. But any quarterback of his caliber into that offense, would it still go? Or we'll
say this, right? You put any other rookie quarterback in the Patriots offense, do you still think they make the playoffs?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Who?
I could say you probably put a quarterback that can develop, as far as like you put a Trevor Lawrence back there. You put somebody that has a better coaching staff than Urban fucking Meyer.
Fair. I think the only exception is Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I think Trevor Lawrence is really, he's really the only
He is the only rookie quarterback that could still make the playoffs with the Patriots offense.
I think if
with Bill Belichick as the head coach.
I think if Zach Wilson would have gone to New England, they wouldn't have made the playoffs. Zach Wilson still would have sucked.
If you look at, I don't even think Trey Lance would have, because he doesn't fit Bill Belichick's offense. But if you look at, you take out Jamar Chase and put another rookie wide receiver in there, I still think the Bengals are a playoff team.
No, I agree with you.
Especially with how the AFC North played out.
Yeah,
I agree.
So that's the reason why I say Mac Jones is probably going to be favorited to win it. Personal opinion, I think Jamar Chase deserves it because the man balled out.
He's definitely more valuable for sure.
When you look at it, Mac Jones is more valuable to that offense than Jamar Chase is. 100%.
Well, it's just like last year, Herbert compared to Justin Jefferson. Jefferson balled out, but Herbert still won it.
Well, without Herbert, the Chargers don't play that way.
Well, that's the reason why I also say, though, that the NFL is still somewhat favoritism to quarterbacks, because The offense revolves around a quarterback, which makes sense. I'm not disagreeing with it completely because an offense does revolve around a quarterback. You need the wide receiver to have the wide receivers ball out. You need a solid quarterback to make the solid throws.
Well, I mean, would you really say that's favoritism? I don't really say that's favoritism. I mean, if all of your rookie quarterbacks just suck, and then you have a wide receiver on a better team, obviously the wide receiver is going to.
But I also think with wide receivers, you have to play in the factor of like yards after carry or yards after catches and stuff like that. And like there's other factors that should play a bigger factor for wide receivers and running backs and stuff like that. So that way it balances back out. That's my personal opinion. I mean, I'm not an analyst. I don't know stats like the back of my hand or anything like that, but that's how I look at it from a fan perspective.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think they should weigh
because
yards after catch and stuff more. So
because I mean, look at what MVP. I mean, how many times have quarterbacks won the MVP compared to anybody else? You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things when you see awards, it's almost quarterbacks winning it all, always. So that's my personal opinion, but that's the reason why.
Trivia question.
I can go on that tangent.
Trivia question for y'all. Who was the last running back to win MVP?
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, AP.
It would have to be.
And then
or was it Chris Jones? Okay, AP. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I'd say it would have to be AP.
Yeah.
Yep. And then who was? Damn. Who was the non-quarterback or running back person to win MVP?
Calvin Johnson.
Who?
I don't think Calvin Johnson ever won it.
Who said that?
Didn't Calvin win an MVP?
Steven.
No, Steven, you retard.
Oh, thanks.
Calvin never won it. I mean, you gotta remember though, he was on the Lions where they went 0-16 and 1-15, and
he still put up.
He did. But that's not MVP. He didn't win MVP though. Jerry Rice never won MVP.
Yeah. I'll say I knew as much as I respect Calvin Johnson because that man was an animal. I knew he never won it.
He also was the only person that Stafford threw to too. So
that
helped a lot.
Yeah, that's also
So
he
what do
didn't
you
have
think?
anybody
Not
else.
the non-running back quarterback person to win an MVP.
It's older.
I'll give you guys a time frame. The 80s.
Is it the 80s?
I was gonna say, yeah, it's gonna be hella old.
Non-running back or non-quarterback?
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know the 80s that well. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the 80s that well.
I don't know the 80s.
This guy plays defense, doesn't he?
Yep.
I fucking knew it.
Give me the team and I'll say yes or no.
Packers.
Nope.
Oh.
Uh,
Giants?
Yes.
Ah ha ha. Okay.
I think I know it.
Lawrence Taylor.
Yes, sir.
That's
Got
who
him.
I was thinking.
Got
yeah.
him.
Once you said Giants, that's who I immediately
Who are you
thought
thinking
of.
Who are you thinking for Packers?
That Reggie White.
Yeah, I was thinking
Reggie White.
Yeah, I was thinking Reggie White too. I was like, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, once he said Giants, I knew who he was thinking of.
An LT, man.
Yep. LT. And then there was a kicker that won MVP in 82.
A kicker won MVP?
Mark Mosley.
Wasn't Justin Tucker?
How slow of a year does it have to be for a kicker to win MVP?
That's probably the strike year.
I wouldn't be surprised.
All right. So
again, that shows my argument. Let me put it like that. Let me close it out with that. That shows my argument.
But yeah, okay. So the Bills Patriots that went down how you guys saw it.
Yeah, trash.
Yep. And then Sunday's first game, Bucks over the Eagles. That's pretty much how everybody I think saw it.
Yeah.
Playoff Brady, the GOAT.
And then the best game I think of the year of the playoffs was the 49ers over the Cowboys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
What a game. 49ers played a great game. And
yep.
What about that ending though?
What, the 14 seconds they had the quarterback draw?
Yeah.
Bad fucking play and awareness. Just fucking trash.
That and the refs like taking out the linemen and then taking out Dad.
But the Cowboys, but you can argue Cowboys fucked up. You know, they had their
100%.
chances.
Yeah.
They had their
100%.
chances. Yeah.
What about that play? What about that play that was supposed to be like a flea flicker thing at the end of half? And like he just like threw it out of the bounds.
Yeah.
So let me have a side question to it. How do you think Debo Samuels is either gonna play next year and or get paid with the following years coming afterwards?
I think he can
With how
demand.
much he
He
with
can
how much he commits to that offense.
he can demand more money. He can demand
Oh,
way more money.
absolutely.
And I think I think for what he did this year, he'll get it.
Yeah, 100%. As long as Kyle Shanahan is the coach, he's definitely going to get it.
He's a
because
product of the system, though. He's a product of the
Yes.
system.
Didn't I say this a couple days ago?
I think he
Yeah,
did.
me and you had talked about it. I know that for sure. But that's the thing though, is because he's proven he can play, he can run the ball, he can catch the ball, and I mean, besides George Kittle as a wide receiver, he's obviously the number one wide receiver, and
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna get paid. But does he fit anywhere else besides the 49ers?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. I mean, he
Yeah,
could go up to the
Minnesota.
receiver anywhere.
So that's my question. Is he a product of the system, or is he
No.
just an overall?
No, he's
great
No, I
player?
think he's a product of the
overall one of the
system,
best
big
talented
time.
receivers in the league.
I mean, it was just a question. Don't attack me. I'm just curious of your guys' thoughts. God
Yeah.
damn.
So then you guys saw, I don't know if you guys saw Troy Aikman's thing about, he's like, he came out and said, if it was me and Michael Irvin playing in today's system, he was pissed off that CeeDee Lamb didn't get barely anything.
Yep.
When he had one deep coverage on him the whole time. And it's like, dude, you have CeeDee Lamb, which is one of the fastest guys in the NFL, and you're not doing anything. He's like, me and Michael Irvin would have had 10 catches by the end of the half.
Yeah, it's different time though, man.
It
Different
is,
time.
but you got to think that, and Aikman said that. He's like, I know it's different time. I know what I say really doesn't matter in today's age. But he's like, what I'm seeing as a football analyst is these guys play nothing but scheme offenses now.
Right.
Yep.
All San Francisco did was play zone.
Yep.
They should have been able to tear that apart.
Well, I mean,
So this comes into, do you think Kellen Moore is now as wanted as he was before this game?
Yes.
He still
I
is
think
wanted?
no.
I don't think so either. I don't think he is.
I say no because if, granted, Cowboys could have had a different game plan of how the 49ers were going to play defense, right? They could have thought the 49ers were going to play man the whole time or whatever the case may be, or even a different zone. But even at half, you should have been able to, I think, as an offensive coordinator, been able to adjust it and be able to try to make corrections to fix it. With him not being able to do that and not at least coming out with the win, or at least having one last play to at least make it competitive or try to get the win, I think that says volumes of him. And I think a lot of teams are going to look past him as head coaches or even potentially offensive coordinators if he does get let go by the Cowboys.
Well, when you have one of the best running backs in the league too, and you only went 12 carries for 31 yards, I mean, what do you expect?
He's been off all year though, man.
I mean,
Legit.
I mean, I
he
wouldn't
really
say he's been
has.
off all year. I
Just
think
not
he was,
consistent. Not consistent. Let me choose my words.
I don't think he's been consistent in the last couple years, in all honesty. He's gotten the yards, don't get me wrong. Like at the end of the year, he'll get the yards and be up there, but I think when it comes game to game, he's not consistent. He's not a running back that you can count on to consistently get you 90, 100 yards a game.
well, that's because too, though, you got to think, is Zeke the focal point of that offense?
And
Can
he's
he?
100% not.
I don't.
And
Not
I
anymore.
get it.
Not anymore.
I don't
Not
think.
anymore
I
because
don't
he's
think
not,
that
because you have all these
offense-
receivers now. You have Gallup, you have Dak who can throw the ball, you have CeeDee Lamb, you have Amari Cooper, you do have Tony Pollard now.
Yep.
So I mean, he's not the number one focal point of that offense anymore. So you can
100%.
say, that's why he's not getting his stats anymore, is because they have so many more options. And that's why their offense was touted as like one of the best in the league because of that reason. And then Denver played them and they said, go fuck yourselves.
So here's my other question though. How many wide receivers do you think Dallas will keep?
Well, they all have them under contract, so
But do you think they'll trade any
I was saying you
away?
can still trade some.
No.
no.
I don't see
Or
it
do you
happening.
think they're going to
Jerry
keep
Jones
that
won't do
root
that.
core?
Jerry Jones won't trade any of those receivers. Jerry Jones doesn't make trades. If
He
you notice,
doesn't.
he doesn't make big trades like that.
He doesn't, but I mean, if you also think about it, I don't consider them big trades because when I look at big trades, I think of like the Odell Beckham trade or potentially Deshaun Watson trade type deal.
I mean,
I
Amari
don't
Cooper
see.
could be a big trade.
Yes, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb
CeeDee
could
Lamb
be
could be
big
a big
trades.
trade. When
Yes,
Gallup is healthy, he's a good trade option.
I think he's a good trade option, but I don't consider him a big trade option. That's my differential. And then, I mean, at the same time, you got Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard, I think, is a key focal point of that offense, but I also don't think he's a big trade option. He wouldn't be as big of a trade as obviously Elliott or whoever, but that's the reason why I think. Do you think Dallas gets rid of Gallup and
No.
try to trade, or do you think to maybe get another defensive player? Because this draft is very defensive heavy, or do you trade Pollard to try to trade up and get another defensive player to help out with Micah Parsons and potentially Diggs, who I think is the Jameis Winston on defense?
Yeah, that's interesting.
But that's the thing, though. It's because they are expandable at those positions. That's the reason why I asked is do you think potentially, or even what, they got 2 tight ends that are pretty solid? Do you see them trading potentially one of the tight ends to go get another first round pick or whatever the case may be, or a second round pick? It's a thought, right? I'm not saying Jerry Jones is going to do it, and I'm not saying rumors are flying around, but it's just curiosity, right?
I think they need
I don't know. Yeah.
I think they need to decide what they want to do in terms of their offense before they start trading away people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, think about it though. Their offense is built. It's always been that defense is the weak point.
Well, to a point, yes, but I mean, it showed Sunday that they don't have a solid plan. They have
they've always struggled at head coach, offensive coordinator. It's always been a thing.
They have Zeke, but they're not going to fully commit to Zeke. I mean, they have all these wide receivers, they have these tight ends, they have Dak, but it doesn't feel like they've given him the control that he needs to take that offense to the next level. It feels like there's somebody over his shoulder going, all right, yeah, make sure you're doing this correctly. I mean, they have to either commit to, do they want to be a run game kind of team, or do they just want to ball out with their wide receivers? And if that's the case, you need to full send your commitment to Dak Prescott. Otherwise, I mean, they're just going to keep sputtering. They're going to keep doing the same shit they've been doing since the 90s. They're going to have some good seasons. They're going to make it to the playoffs and then just get shit on. You have to commit somewhere. I feel like that's why Tony Romo didn't succeed either. They didn't commit to him either.
Yeah, they were holding him back though too, man.
Yeah.
I think they try to be too balanced.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
And I agree.
They try to be too balanced, or they try to be too explosive with their receivers. Because when they are explosive with their receivers, that running game works. Or when their running game is working, boom, their receivers are working. It's just when it comes down to, who's going to make a big play, it should be any of those receivers should be able to make a big play. And I think they can. It's just, can Dak make the big play to let them make the big play?
But I mean,
can Zeke take the load off of Dak and be that, that option? Can Tony Pollard do that?
But that's also what I'm saying is you have to commit somewhere.
Right.
You have to have an offensive identity. If you're going to keep Zeke, but you don't want him to be the focal point, you have to give control over to Dak. And if you don't want Dak, now's the time to get rid of him and make Zeke the focal point until you get a quarterback that you can handle the reins to.
I think they got one more year, honestly. Like, they have the pieces. There's no excuse why they should have lost that game. They just failed to deliver at the end of the day, right? So at this point, I'm like, give McCarthy one more year. I think they'll be consistent again next year too. I think they can win the division, but there's no excuse. Like,
I mean, if
next
you look
year's
at the division though, who's really going to give them competition?
This is true.
Unless Philly makes a trade, if they get Deshaun,
But like I'm saying,
then I can see them.
Go with Deshaun,
but no,
for Philly though, because Jalen Hurts is not a bad quarterback.
He's not. He's really
weapons. He's fine.
Yeah. But
they have the pieces too. I mean, to be competitive at least.
But like I'm saying,
let me say this.
Oh, good.
No, so what I was going to say is, yes, I think Dallas has the pieces offensively.
Right.
I think give McCarthy. I think give McCarthy one more year. I say potentially look at a new offensive coordinator.
They're going to have to
Switch
because
it up.
Kellen Moore's going to leave.
But so also though, what I say is what I was going to caveat on top of that is I think Jalen Hurts is not a bad quarterback, but I also think he does make some bad decisions at times.
Right.
Well, when you're running for your life, most of the times you're going to end up doing that.
They have no offensive line.
And then when your defense lets you go down by that much too, Jalen Hurts has to do what he has to try and do what he's got to do.
And I get it, right? And I mean, when you got a bust of a first round draft pick of Jalen Reagor, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. I had to throw that in there.
But before you continue, thank you for the follow, T. Garcia. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's my brother. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
nice.
you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
But I was also going to say, though, it's one of those things of, I think if the Cowboys truly want to make a stance and a run, they have to focus on defense. And just overall staying healthy. Diggs looked good because of picks, but he also gave up a lot of yards this year.
See, I partially agree with you. I think defense is a little bit of a problem, but I think they need to commit to something on offense.
100%.
You have
offensively, yes.
You have 100%. To have
100%.
a defined leader because
100%.
Dak is a good quarterback, but he's not that leader of that team. Which I mean,
I think Dak can be. I just don't think he's been given the opportunity. With injuries or whatever the case may be. But I mean, when you get put into the position that their defense is giving them, their defense can make stops. They've proven it.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it's one of those things of they're not consistent enough, and their defense hasn't been able to stay healthy enough to be able to consistently do that.
Right. And I mean, that's a topic I think I want to go into next week. After the divisional round's over, is I think a lot of teams struggle because they don't have a defined leader. I think we're so used to seeing people like Tom and people like Peyton,
Aaron Rodgers,
who are leaders, and their coaches give them the reins to be that leader. And I don't
100%.
I don't know if it's just the new age of quarterbacks or if it's the new age of coaches, but I don't feel like coaches let their quarterbacks lead anymore. Everything's just kind of like, you got to follow the plan. And it's like, nah, sometimes the quarterback has to be able to have that ability to go, nope, this play sucks. I'm changing this.
So think about it this way, though. What quarterback out there, though, do you sit there besides, I can name, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, maybe I would say I could throw...
At Mahomes,
of course. Yep. I could probably even throw Josh Allen in there. And then you could probably go to some veterans, like you could go to Ryan Tannehill or this and that. But what quarterbacks out there can you say, all right, there's quarterbacks like Justin Herbert who are coming into their own. I mean, Justin Herbert has come into his own. He's balling.
100%.
I would say even like Deshaun Watson when he's playing. But what quarterbacks out there are like, yeah, this dude can run an offense by himself, and the coach can say, I'm going to worry about other things, but you got the offense, run it.
I think Joe Burrow will be able to do it next year, 100%.
Yeah. But here's my thought though. Here's my caveat to it though. What head coach is given the time to truly do it?
That's also true.
Because you honestly look at it though. A lot of head coaches, I mean, I can speak from experience because I've dealt with it for years on end, probably for the last 20 years. The Browns have gone through how many head coaches and how many quarterbacks?
Too many.
That's what I'm saying. It's every year we were getting a new head coach and we would get a new quarterback because we wouldn't trust the process, as Garcia would say.
Yeah. Trust the fucking process.
I definitely think moving forward into next season, the quarterbacks that need to take a stand and lead their teams are Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott.
Yes.
So I would say Lamar
Kyler. They need to take control of their teams.
Lamar controls his team because if you watch any of the interactions between him and Harbaugh gives him the reins a lot.
Oh yeah,
he'll sit there and say, Lamar, what do you want to do? Lamar, do you do this? Lamar, you're the leader. Go get it. Lamar, do this. Lamar, do that. What do you want to do? Lamar can lead. I think if he were to get,
I think Harbaugh
has given him the reins. I think Harbaugh has given the reins. Lamar just needs to take the reins fully.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. See. Okay. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But that's the thing is, that's my caveat to it is
How many caveats you got, man? Everything's caveat, huh?
no. I was gonna say because that's the thing though is because how often does the NFL wants to see quick actions, right? They want to see we're gonna hire you this year. We want to see something this year. If we don't get it, you're gonna be gone.
Well, that's something that I've argued against for the last 5 or 6 years with Denver going through its quarterback carousel. Is you can't give a kid 14 games, 13 games out of a season and then go, all right, you suck, bye. You have to stick by someone and go, okay, here's your shot. You have one season, maybe a season and a half. Show us that you can grow, even if we don't get better. Show that you can grow. And if that's the case, we'll turn the year and a half experiment into the 2-year experiment. That doesn't work. We're gonna have to move on after that. And I mean,
I agree. And that's one thing I've appreciated about Jim Dorsey stepping up as a GM for the Browns. Because of the fact of he gave Hugh Jackson 2 years. He said, all right, you have a team, build it how you want and work with it. And I think that was at least the turning point for the Browns, right? To put some trust in a head coach and to try to find a solid quarterback to work with. Whether that worked out or not is a different story, but I think that's what the NFL needs to start doing. Because, like you were saying, give them a year and a half, 2 years. You got to have time for a quarterback to be able to mesh with a head coach. I get it. Preseason, there's preseason, off season, there's regular season and stuff. So there's plenty of weeks and plenty of days in between. But at the same time, I mean, going from college to you're set to one coach and one play style for 4 years, however many long, with a lot of these big name quarterbacks are going, where it's 4 straight years of just one quarterback or one head coach going to one system and then changing it to the NFL and how players play. It's going to take a transition period.
Yeah, there's going to be that transition.
All right, that was a long conversation. We're gonna table that next for the next week.
Let's table that for next week.
So, moving on then again, we have the Chiefs over the Steelers. Nothing new there. Chiefs dominated them. Ben Roethlisberger's out of here, thank God. Didn't want to see him ever again because I just don't like him. Big ass.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Roethlisberger's out to rape. And then we have the Rams over the Cardinals.
The Cardinals fell apart.
It was apparent at the very beginning.
That's Cliff Kingsbury.
Yes. I expected the Rams to win, but I did not.
Better be quick, Diver. This better be quick. I swear to God.
Yes, it will be. I did not expect the Cardinals to fall apart as bad as they did.
Like they did. Yeah.
With Cliff Kingsbury, I think he stays, but I think his track record of his teams.
He's going to be in a hot seat.
He's got, this is the year. Make a break.
His teams, every single team that he's ever been with, especially in college, they've always been bad at the end of the season.
Yep.
He's done good with the Cardinals. He just, for some reason, they can never finish. They're always the teams. He always has teams like, man, this team can go win a national championship. This team can go win, can compete for the Super Bowl. And then they get close to the end of the season. They're like, can they though?
Yep.
That's the teams that Cliff Kingsbury leads. So we'll see. Like, I agree with Steven. Kyler Murray needs to step up. I think if they get a solid running back there, that would help. But DeAndre Hopkins, them losing DeAndre, that hurt.
I think
100%.
I think they need to have one major wide receiver signing. It doesn't matter where it's from. It just needs to be somebody. It doesn't need to be DeAndre's caliber. It just needs to be somebody who can help take the load off.
Christian Kirk can. Christian Kirk's a good receiver.
And I'd say they got a pretty good wide receiver group, man, to help out. But without D-Hop, it's tough.
And then, like I said, Kyler needs to either take control or get out of the way. So,
but I mean, also though, you look at the throw that Kyler Murray had made with that pick six. The decision making. The decision making Kyler Murray has made when he's under pressure and can escape. It's questionable.
I would say that was questionable, but then again, too, he was trying to get rid of it, and he thought that he could if you watch it, he's trying to underhand it to a certain person, and I think it just went the wrong way. Like he just wasn't, he didn't time it right or something like that. So I don't know. Kyler's good. I just think, yeah, he needs to step up and be the leader. And then I think the Cardinals have all the pieces. They just need to put them together and actually finish the season. Because if they finish the season and move on with momentum in the playoffs, they're probably a good team in the playoffs. They just don't have any momentum.
Yeah, I agree.
So, all right. After that long drawn out conversation, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I apologize. I get on tangent.
So we're gonna move on to the divisional rounds real quick.
Who's advancing this week?
Let's go.
So we have the Bengals at the Titans. Derrick Henry has been cleared for contact. If you guys have seen any of the film, he is looking like Derrick Henry. So that could be a very good game.
I think it's going to be a shootout. It's going to come down to who's going to score more points. I don't think the defenses are going to be good.
Or who controls the ball.
That's also true. Yeah.
Derrick Henry can control the ball.
I think it's going to tie into both. I think it's going to be very defensive heavy or defensive highlighted because of the fact of who can stop them and who can basically get the ball to turn over to the offense.
Basically, who can stop Derrick Henry? If they can stop Derrick Henry, that's it.
Who can stop the Bengals' passing attack, and then who can stop Derrick Henry?
Right.
That's what the game is right there.
Then 49ers at Packers. I think this is a revenge game for what the 49ers did to Green Bay a few years ago when they went to the Super Bowl. So I think Green Bay takes that one.
I think Green Bay as well.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be closer than what people expect.
Yeah, I think it's going to be close. Didn't they say during the Cowboys game that the Niners only lost by a field goal in the regular season?
Yep.
I mean, this could be another upset. This could be the 6th going into Lambeau.
As long as Bosa is available. If Bosa is available, he's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're good. They'll be fine. Who do you guys got for the Bengals and Titans? I didn't ask you all that.
I got Bengals.
I think the Bengals could beat the Titans.
Yeah.
I'm taking Titans on this one.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Titans win, but it's going to be a badass game, like legit.
It's going to be. I think it's going to be game of the week, but I'm taking Titans.
Oh, it won't be the game of the week. It definitely won't be game of the week.
No.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Those Sunday slated games are.
Don't get me wrong, they're tough, yes, but I don't know, man. I think Titans just because AJ Brown, you got Derrick Henry come back, and Derrick Henry's going to be Derrick Henry.
I just want better games than last week.
Oh, they will be.
They will be.
Yeah. And then moving on to Sunday slate, Rams at Bucks. That's going to be one hell of a game.
I just want to see Von Miller fucking plant Tom Brady just once.
Oh, you know it's going to happen. You know it's happening again.
Yeah.
Do you think the Rams going to Tampa Bay might change the outcome of the game?
It might, but I mean, I think the Rams could beat the Bucks. I really do.
I think they could.
I think they're capable.
Didn't they beat them in the regular season? Didn't they beat them when they went to LA?
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
So I think the Rams could beat them. But again,
it's playoff Brady.
It's the GOAT.
Yeah.
It's the GOAT.
You can't count out playoff Brady.
Did you see the stat last week? That was his 35th career playoff win.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane, dude.
Did you see the stat that Tom Brady's older than every head coach that he could go against?
The opposing NFC head coaches, the opposing NFC coaches, he's older. He's older than all of them.
That's crazy.
And then my personal opinion on this is the game of the week: the Bills at the Chiefs.
I think
the Bills already beat them once.
I think the Bills go into Arrowhead and win this game.
I hope they do, because they've done it before, and I think Allen plays a hell of another game, and I think he goes in and beats some ass.
So I hope the Bills win, but the Chiefs got their swagger back.
What is
so do the Bills.
What is the Monday morning headline if the Chiefs lose? What are they talking about, Kyler or not Kyler? What are they talking about, Patrick? If the Chiefs lose on Monday,
nothing. He's a Super Bowl champ, man.
They're not going to start saying how he's a choke because
no,
he's a choke.
He's lost to a good team, man.
He lost to a good team, but at the same time, at the end of the day, Pat Mahomes is going to get his no matter what. So Pat Mahomes is still going to put up a good stat line.
I mean, I don't know,
man.
It's
not like he's going to go out there and throw 6 picks.
Those Chiefs fans are hostile. they might just come out and just get rid of Patrick and be like, "What?
No, that ain't gonna happen."
Patrick, that's their kid. But they'll say that they'll come back strong next year, and they have all the faith in Patrick, and they're all going to come back and do their thing. I mean, I don't think there's going to be a bad headline about Patrick at all.
No.
Now, again, if Patrick comes out and throws 6 picks, that might be a different story. But he's going to, like Diver say, he's going to get his. If the defense gives up their thing, then they're probably going to dog the Kansas City defense. If Patrick Mahomes does what he needs to do and tries to win the game and puts up 300-something yards and 4 touchdowns, and the Buffs Josh Allen puts up 4, and they end up winning because of that, there's nothing bad about Patrick there.
Nope. They're going to sit there and probably just put Kansas City's going to try to come back next year healthy because they have battled injuries this year. They're going to come back healthy next year, maybe get a few draft picks, maybe a few free agent signings, and still be a Super Bowl contender next year.
Yep. So, I think this week's going to be fun to watch for the NFL.
100%.
I'll be glued to it, so I'm excited, but other than that,
I'll say Super Bowl favorites out of all these people.
I don't fucking know.
Packers and Bills.
I think Packers and Chiefs. My sleeper, I think Rams and Chiefs.
I say my sleeper is Rams Bengals. I could see a Rams.
I don't see
Bengals.
anybody going into Lambeau and beating the Packers, though.
I think it's going to be. I think it'll be tough, but the way the Rams defense showed last week and how they've been playing, the sleeper is my Rams.
If the Packers get beat, it's this week. If they win, they're going to the Super Bowl. If the Packers get beat, it's this week, and it's going to be a Week 17 rematch, Rams 49ers.
Shall see.
We'll see. Well, if we all got nothing else to talk about, I have to go take care of my child, and hopefully Diver and Garcia play their goddamn game.
Yeah, get fucked.
Trust the process, though.
Trust the process.
But without further ado, Steven, you got anything?
Nope, I don't have anything else to say.
Going around the room here, Garcia, you got anything?
Oh no, I'm good.
Diver?
I mean, I could go on for days, but
yeah,
no.
Shut up. You're talking forever. All right, Steven, bring us out.
All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. So thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. You guys can follow us on Twitter, Instagram. We also do have a TikTok now, so you can follow us on that too. Again, thank you to Twitch for the streaming ability. Thank you to Anchor for making our podcast available on all of our audio platforms. Really appreciate that. And we'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the weekend. Stay safe, and later.